Yeah. Yes. Here we are discussing here web UI technologies. Under that we can create that application. So whatever the application we are creating, if you save if you create a blank application and if you save that file, see I am generally using Visual Studio Code for writing the programs. Program sake, I'll use Visual Studio Code. You can install for writing of programs sake, you can install NetBeans or Eclipse. Here you can install NetBeans, or you can install Eclipse. Eclipse also you can use it. You can use Dreamweaver, 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 or you can use Atom. You can use brackets, or you can use VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Like that we have so many IDEs. These all are the list of IDEs. IDE is nothing but integrated development environment for developing our application. For development of that program's sake, we can use any one of the editor. Even if you check here in the Google, you can see plenty of files. So you can see number of files there. Number of files you can see for the development of the UI technologies. So UI development sake, we can use if you save one file with a blank. See, just I'm creating one blank file here. Control N. So Control S. I save with the .html. So I'm saving with one .html. Here I saved it. See, there is no code in this. But when I run it by live server, see, I saved that application. Saved that application with one .html. Save. Okay, running. Okay, fine. Here I'll run cancel. Okay, so we are here. So one.html is created. When you right click here, so when you run in default browser, you can run it with default browser. Default browser means my default browser is Opera. So it is executing in the Opera. Here you can see here when you right click and inspect element, there is a blank output. But even if you see here HTML head body, this HTML head body is displaying because of this HTML head body is displaying because of this HTML .html. If your extension is .html, your program extension is .html, even if you don't write the code, browser will write the code for us. That is HTML head body. So what is the use with the head section? Head is used to add the CSS code, JavaScript code, jQuery code. We can add to our HTML application. So we can add the CSS code. We can write in CSS code. We can write the JavaScript code. We can write jQuery code, and we can write Ajax code. We can write the Bootstrap code. We write it inside the inside the head. So what is the use with the body? So body tag is used to add here this body tag is used to add the structure, how you want to design your application, the total structure. You want to write any form elements or a buttons, radio buttons, radio buttons, or radio buttons, or text boxes, or anything you can create it by using this. Here buttons, radio buttons, text boxes, all we can create it by using this body tag. Inside the body tag only we write it, these all the stuff. So this is about the HTML, how we are adding to head section, how we can create our application using this HTML head and body. Okay, so how we can create it, that we discussed here under this. Now here let me write it. First tag of HTML, we write it with the doc type. Doc type is nothing but document type. What type of document I'm writing here, that comes under doc type. Next one is HTML. HTML is the root tag of HTML. Next we can write it here head. Head. So as of now nothing. Here I'm writing here body tag. Inside the body, suppose if I am writing here H1. H1 is the heading type 1. So heading 1, any type of heading you can write it, but it will show you some font size. If you refresh it, see here heading 1, but it is in bigger size. If you don't use heading H1 tag, if you write normally a content like this, so this font size is different, that font size is different. You can see here. So font size is different when I use heading H1 tag showing bigger size font size. Normal content, it is smaller content. If you want, you can check here. See, H1 tag is showing by default font size of H1 tag is by all browsers. It is 2EM. 2EM is the font size, default font size for H1 tag. H1 tag's default font size is 2EM. Next, what about the H2 tag, H3 tag? Like that, we can write up to H6 tags. H2 tag will show you, here I'm writing here news. So news I want to show you in H2 tag. Next H3 tag is, I want to write it about COVID. Here H3 tag, H4 tag, I want to write it about politics. And H5 tag, headings I'm writing here, H5 tag, here it is about hospitals. And H6 tag is about something about movies. So I'm writing here these many headings. Observe here how the output will come. See here, heading 1 is bigger one. News little bit smaller one. COVID little bit smaller one. See, it is in descending order. See, movies are very smaller. Movies H6 tag content is displaying very small content. Here H1, H6, H5 tag is showing this much smaller content. Politics are showing little bit smaller content, so you can write it by H1 to H6 tag. Inside the body tag, we can write it H1 to H6 tags. Yes. How to create folder in Visual Studio Code. So folder, we don't need to create it. Just go to the file, open folder. You can select your working folder, which folder you want to pick out. Just create your folder anywhere. Anywhere you can just select that folder. That's it. Anywhere you can just select that folder. By that it will come to this workspace. This workspace. Document, C drive or F drive, wherever you want, you can select it. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Here H1 to H6 tag we are using here for displaying the headings. H1 tag bigger font size. When you go down, H6 tag, it will change its font sizes. See, H2 tag font size is 1.5 EM. H1 tag font size is 2 EM. H2 tag font size is 1.5 EM. H3 tag font size is 1.17 EM. H4 tag font size, there is no font size. This is the default size by the browser. And H5 tag is 0.83. H6 tag is 0.67 EM. So like that, every tag has its fixed font size. Fixed font size for H1 to H6. H1 to H6 tag sake, each tag sake, we have fixed font size. So because of this fixed font size, wherever we required, we can use it. See here, login, create account, Oracle, create account. What type of tag they are using? You can right click and inspect element here, H2 tag. Depends on their requirement, we can use that tag. See here, H2 tag they are using here for displaying this type of output. And similar way, even if you check here, one school university website. So in this university website also, they'll use different heading sake, they'll use different tags. See here, this type of scrolling content sake, we use marquee tag. I'll explain you in future. Here they are displaying some paragraph content here. Okay. Yeah, they are displaying here some paragraph content here. So here, if you observe here, university information, university news updates. When you right click here, inspect element, by that you can see here span tag. They are using here with a span tag, but here outer tag is H2. Because of H2 tag, it's showing that much bigger content. Here, if you check here, university welcome message, that is also H2 tag. Like that, H1 to H6 tag, you can use it in the real-time applications for displaying the different sizes of headings. Different sizes of headings, we can use it for different type of applications. So this way we can work out on the H1 to H6 tags. Tomorrow I'll show you how to write it, paragraph tag, italic tag, underline tag. Like that I'll explain you remaining next tags under HTML4. Okay, so we'll continue our discussion on HTML4 for this week. And next week, first 2 days, we will be in the HTML4. Next, after that, we'll start CSS2. The next week, totally we will be in the CSS2. Then third week of our course will enter into the JavaScript. So from third week onwards, next 20 hours, 15 to 20 hours of sessions, we will be in the JavaScript. After that, we'll go with the HTML5. So like that, I'll continue my course. Yeah, up to now, any doubts? I got power cable. I forgot to switch on my power system's power cable, power button. So that's why it is turned off. So again, I restarted the session. But few students are missed, not joined in this next time, second session. But follow the recordings of my previous classes and today's class. They'll upload it in OneDrive. Organizer will upload it in OneDrive. You can get it from that drive. Yeah. Up to now, any doubts? Yes. Yes, Kavya. Yes, Kavya. Any doubts? Are you asking me any doubts? Yes, Kavya. Are you asking me any doubt? Voice not clear, Kavya. Yeah. Yes. Preeti, Suvarna, Vishal Dutt, Chinmaya, Arun Kumar. Any doubts till now? Regarding subject, regarding career, regarding anything? Any more doubts?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, please.
Yeah, ma'am. What is my doubt is right now we are studying this HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Will this
Yeah.
apply for mobile development also? This
Yeah.
most frameworks.
Yes. Same stuff. We use it in mobile.
Mobile. This thing.
jQuery. Yes. jQuery mobile we have. So that time, mobile time, we have to write. That file should be compressed. That file amount should not be like web. And it should be whatever the application we are creating here, that should be applicable for mobile also. Means view device is changing, but application should work same in all devices. Okay, that is what responsive design. Yeah, thanks for question. Good question. Yeah, any more doubts? No doubts, Kavya. No doubts, Chinmaya. Kavya, no doubts. No, ma'am. Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll end the session for today and we'll meet tomorrow for the continuation of HTML4. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you very much.